But what is up, my loves? It's your girl Lulu, the reflection of you that loves you. So I hope you love you too. Today is a new week, so of course we are going to see what we can expect for the week to come. So as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. For this reading, I am using the classic tarot deck here, as well as my power of self-direction that allows us to get further clarity and guidance on the path that we can take to make this new week a little bit easier for us, so we don't really walk around guessing a whole lot. So let's get into this reading. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels and archangels, Mother God, Father God, and all those that wish to see us walk the highest path in line with our divine soul's purpose. Clear and precise messages this time for the collective. What is the most important message that they need to know for the week to come? Clear and precise messages only. I block and bind all evil eyes, hexes, and curses and return them to sender. I pray protection over my collective's hearts, minds, bodies, souls, auras, as well as my own. Ashe. And as always, I'm grateful and thankful to be able to use my gift to give guidance to those who seek it. Ashe. Card flipped here. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. What else do we need to see? But what I was saying was we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, to the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, to the Judgment card in the reverse. So what I'm seeing is something not really planning or going as we thought it would here. So I feel like we need to be mindful of the way we overreact when it comes to this negative phase with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I feel like it's only a negative phase because we're breaking out a cycle here, and we're not really understanding this feeling, because right now we're walking into a new territory here with the Wheel of Fortune here, and I feel like it's dealing a lot with how we feel about ourselves for this week to come. I feel like we need to be... Knight of Cups to me is just like when I use the Ancestral Tarot, it's like the sun of it. So like the Knight of Cups could be the Son of Cups. So be wary of being in your masculine energy and being moody or overreacting in something when it comes to changing something, when it comes to feel like we have no control over something. When I see the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it means that something could possibly happen to where we feel as though we can't control it, or we feel as though it's a negative phase. And I feel like the words that are popping up mostly on the card for me is the breaking cycles. I feel like we're breaking out of a negative phase here, and it could cause a lot of overreaction. It could cause a lot of moodiness. It could cause a lot it could allow our imaginations to run wild and end up with the Judgment card in the reverse, ignoring what it is that we need to do because we're viewing it as a punishment. Yeah. But the Knight of Cups is like the Son of Cups. So maybe someone in your energy, someone in your masculine energy, or you're in the phase somewhere in this masculine energy that you could be feeling moodiness, or you could be feeling like you're overreacting about something that is simply just a negative phase. It's going to brush over, and I feel like the negative phase is us coming out of our lack of self-awareness, or coming out of ignoring something here that could be presenting itself to us. Ashe. I don't know if I should take those cards, but if they come out again, I'll take them, ancestors. Right. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, because I feel like what we're doing is we're manifesting something in the material right now, which means whatever idea or whatever new opportunity or whatever ambition or something that we desire here, it's in order to obtain this Page of Pentacles here, we have to be mindful of our emotions when it comes to it. We have to be mindful of how we feel about something not looking how we expect it to look. We have to be mindful of judging ourselves when we feel as though that we could have done something better, we could have did something better. It's really about minding our emotions here with the Knight of Cups when it comes to this, because it's breaking. I feel like I'm seeing the cycle that we're breaking is really doubting ourselves when things don't go how we expected it to go, when we try something new, or we do something new, or we step out into something new. Yeah. We also have the Page of Cups. Yes, it's like a creative opportunity. Hello, Leo. It's definitely a creative opportunity here. So it's something that with the cups here, it's something that you're very sensitive about. It's something that you're very emotionally connected to here. I feel like it's something that you're trying to bring out into the physical that you have a passion for. With the Page of Cups in the when the Page of Cups in the upright, I feel like I feel like you have to look at the possibilities of what it could be. I feel like this is definitely a creative opportunity with the Page of Pentacles to the Page of Cups. I feel like you're manifesting something that's going to bring in this desire that you're in the developmental stage. So I feel like a lot of people are beginning to start things or do things that they want to be able to get monetary value off of, but it's also something that they really love to do, that they're connected to on an emotional level as well. Yeah, with the Page of Cups. And I feel like you're possibly very sensitive about this now. With the Page of Cups, it could be a new love offer, it could be a new partner, it could be, I'm really seeing that it's like a creative opportunity. It's a creative opportunity to begin something, to start something, to allow yourself to do something. But don't with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, don't be moody about it. Don't be disappointed when you try something and you fail. It's really just the beginning phases. In the beginning phases, we always tend to look at them as negative phases because it's not how we want it to be when we want to be it here, when we want it to be, or it's not looking how we expected it or wanted to look. I feel like a lot of us recently, we start something and we expect to already be at that experience level, at that up there level. Like, as soon as I start something, I'm already supposed to be getting a whole lot of followers. I'm already supposed to be getting a whole lot of purchases of my product. I'm already supposed to be getting a whole lot of people coming to me for advice, or like X, Y, and Z, like whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you feel emotionally connected to, that you're trying to bring out into the physical here, that you're just starting, you're building the foundation for it. And I feel like we need to be wary of being jealous of it not looking like how we wanted to look in the beginning, being disappointed because the momentum that we thought we were supposed to be getting is not coming. It's really what it's looking like, because I feel like the beginning phase is always a scary phase. It's going to take courage in order to push through, especially if you're doing something new, or especially if you're stepping out of your comfort zone with something that you love to do that people around you are not really used to. So what I'm seeing with the Nine of Wands here to the Page of Cups, it's like this creative opportunity is coming, and it's like it's a test of faith. It's going to be a test of if you are really, if this it's really testing your mind. It's really testing the thought process, your thought process of how you feel about what it is that you're doing. I'm like, what I'm seeing is it's really like your mind that likes to play you out of getting something, or it's your mind that likes to stop you from getting something because of self-doubt with the judgment card in the reverse. And it makes you feel like, because what I'm seeing here is just because something is not looking like, or just because you feel as though you're not making any progress, or you're not moving forward in something, or something that you put in the physical is not getting the response. That's what it is, getting the response that you thought it would. Don't be disappointed. Don't allow that creative, because you're a dreamer when it comes to this. You have this dream that you really want to bring out, and I just feel like the only thing that is blocking you is your mind. Your mind is really the driver. Your mind is really the driver of this thought. Your mind is really like the pilot, and your emotions are the co-pilot. So it's like whatever their mind says. If the mind says, oh, we don't have a lot of courage, or oh, we can't do this, or oh, this dream is kind of too big for us to handle, our emotions co-sign it, is what it is. Our emotions co-sign it, because that's really how we feel about ourselves. It was like, okay, if I'm already thinking that I can't do this, or I'm already thinking that I won't be able to move forward in this dream, in this creative opportunity, in this Page of Pentacles, this new manifestation, then emotionally I'm going to feel the same way. Like, yeah, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. But really, this is just a negative phase, and this is a cycle that needs to be broken. Otherwise, you will never continue to move forward in your dream. You're never going to be able to push something and allow something to grow. Allow yourself to be a beginner in something, to see what opportunities it could bring, simply because of your mind, and simply because of your thoughts, simply because of your emotions. It's like you're already gearing up for the worst. You're already gearing up. Like, your mind is already focused on, well, what if this doesn't work out, or what if this? So like, you're worrying about the failure, you're worrying about the disappointment, and the disappointment ain't even here yet, which is why you are being so stuck when it comes to moving forward here. And it's really because of inner critique. It's how you think about yourself on the inside, really. So I feel like not the routine, I feel like the phase that we're breaking out of right now is inner critiquing ourselves. Is we stepping out of the phase of not believing in ourselves, giving ourselves self-doubt to where our thoughts co-sign how we're feeling, or our feelings are co-signing the thoughts that we're already having about ourselves, but it's not allowing us to move forward here. So whatever is coming this week is going to be a test of faith to see if you're actually making progress and breaking this cycle. Don't view it as a punishment. Don't view it as you not doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're working hard on it. I feel like the hard work is needed. I just see somebody like continue to push through. Like this was something you need to continue to push through. With the Knight of Pentacles, you need to continue to get back up on that horse with this hard work, with this idea, with this routine. You need to get back into it. You need to get back to it and then you need to take responsibility. Take responsibility for what it is that you're trying to bring out in the physical. Because with the Lovers in the reverse, it's like someone is I feel like someone is like in fear of the responsibility that is going to take for them to continue to move forward. With the Lovers card in the reverse, I feel like emotionally you're like it's going to take hard work. With the Page of Pentacles, but with the Lovers, it's like I feel like someone's fear is to commit to this idea. Someone's fear is to commit to something or someone. Someone's fear is to commit to this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because of it's really because of your imagination here. It's like someone is in fear to commit to this. Fear of committing to this because they already feel like it's going to fail. That's what it is. Someone is already in fear of this. Someone's already fearful of committing to this new idea, committing to this new love, committing to this new relationship, committing to this new project, this routine, because in your mind you already feel as though it's not going to work. In your mind you already feel as though it's not going to produce what it is that you want to produce. So it's really just you getting out of your mind and stop allowing your feelings to co-sign that. Get out of your mind and stop allowing your feelings to co-sign that. Thing is, it might bring you a whole lot of disharmony here with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. To the Five of Cups, to the Hierophant. Like I'm feeling like y'all are in. It's really just about you guys worrying so much about the status of it. Yeah, I just feel like some of you guys are being so stubborn when it comes to this material thing. You're being so stubborn. And instead of moving on and finding peace with the fact that what I'm saying here is like some people, whatever it is that you guys are trying to do, it's like you're so focused on the wealth and the status of it. You're so focused on what it can bring you materially rather than finding peace within that. I feel like no, most of you are just being stubborn. Most of you are just being stubborn when it comes to moving on, when it comes to finding peace, when it comes to forgiving yourself for something here, to the Hierophant here. And I feel like it's due to society. It's due to the fact that you want some kind of social approval in something, or you want what you do to be approved by those around you. So it's like you're scared to commit to it, because not only do you doubt yourself in this new creative opportunity, it's also looking like you can't find peace with it. I don't know why I'm saying like someone's inner child needs to forgive something, or you need to forgive your inner child with something. Like I feel like some people here are being so stubborn when it comes to being themselves. They're being so stubborn and moving on and letting go of something with the Five of Cups in the reverse emotionally that could have possibly happened to them, or they could have endured by an institution or a tradition, some kind of or society in a way. And I feel like, oh, hello B, of self-forgiveness, and someone needs to forgive like someone needs to go do some inner child healing in order to forgive this part of them that's not allowing them to move forward in this dream, in this manifestation, that's not allowing them to move forward due to self-doubt, due to wanting to conform to society and their rules, or to conform to a tradition, or to conform to a religion in some kind of way here. And I feel like with the Sun card in the reverse, it's really a lot about doing some inner child healing to allow yourself to bloom and to blossom into the person that you're trying to become with this idea, with this relationship, with this new tradition that you're trying to build, with this routine. Like, you're trying to move, you're trying to build something new, and I feel like you just need to accept that the inner child in you is trying to hold you back from doing that, because the inner child is still stuck on what they were taught. They were still stuck on what they were taught to believe. They're still stuck on the way that they were supposed to be acting due to how someone told them to act in certain situations. I feel like you just need to accept it, because I feel like the more you don't, and being stubborn to not really heal that, or talk to that, or open that wound up in order to heal it, is really causing you to have personal setbacks here in order to move forward in this relationship, move forward in this idea, move forward in this career, move forward in this manifestation. It's really just like a whole lot of emotional healing. And now that it's coming to my mind, I'm seeing that whatever thought or whatever idea or whatever tradition was put in you, in your mind, is what's setting you back, what's stopping you from being able to tap into that imagination, because I feel like someone here, you feel like your imagination is wrong when it comes to bringing some things out in the physical, and I feel like that's a cycle that you need to break. I feel like it's a whole lot of inner child healing, and stop thinking that every time you begin to step out of the box, stop thinking that every time you begin to make forward movement with all the hard work and the routine that you are building, that you are doing something wrong, that when something doesn't go right for a split second, this is the part of you breaking the cycle. Like, this is the part of you that is chipping away at the ice to form this beautiful sculpture. This is you having to remold yourself, rebuild yourself into the person that you want to be, not the things that were taught to you, not the things that were said to you, not the things that you saw around you, not the things that you continue to see. This is about you bringing you back. And I feel like in order to bring you back, you need to go within that inner child that still feels that they have to listen to this tradition. They have to listen to society and their rules. They have to listen to this for the good of all, to the harm of none. If it's something that is not harming anyone else and harming you, but for some reason you're so stubborn to move away from it simply because of what was taught to you, simply because that maybe you're around something. Some people possibly have called you overly optimistic, which is why you don't even want to move forward with these good, bright, imaginative ideas that you have. Your manifestations, yeah, and I feel like it's making you sad, because it's like you want to move forward with these ideas. I feel like you're emotionally connected to them with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like the reason is, it's not that we're like overly emotional about something. I feel like someone in your energy with the Queen of Swords in the reverse was cold-hearted to you when it came to expressing your ideas or your emotions here to move forward in this idea. With the Queen of Swords in the Ancestral Tarot deck is also like the mother, so the Mother of Swords, someone that did an action. What I'm saying is, like, someone made the decision to leave. Someone is planning to leave. A Queen of Swords in the reverse. Someone who's cold-hearted. Someone who's bitchy. Bitterness. Making decisions. Someone's making a decision. Or someone's making a decision to get out of this energy. Someone needs to make, you guys need to make the decision to get out of this Queen of Swords energy. Stop being so cold-hearted. Someone who's overly emotional. I'm seeing like someone's in your energy that's so overly emotional, that's being bitchy about your ideas, that's being bitter about your planning, that's being bitter about your discovery, that's being bitter about you making progress towards something. With the Two of Wands here, like they're thinking that with the Two of Wands here, they're upset that you're moving on. Overly emotional, easily influenced, bitchy, like they're and also the Queen of Swords in the reverse could be someone who, like I said earlier, who told you, who was cruel to you in some kind of way. Yeah, so like the inner child here, I feel like someone's whoever the Queen of Swords to you is, Queen of Swords in the Ancestral Tarot deck is like also a mother or a mother figure here, or someone who is an older woman, someone who's supposed to be emotionally adequate, but they're not because they were cruel and cold-hearted to you. And I feel like the reason why they were so bitter was because you were making progress. You were making your own decisions, or you're starting to make your own decisions. Maybe you decided to leave home, or you are leaving home here. And I feel like with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, it was causing you to be burnt out, or it's causing you to be burnt out. So someone at this time could be thinking about moving and traveling away from this Queen of Swords in the reverse here. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, it's like you're releasing that. You're releasing it. Something is being released here. Something is being released here. Yes, because I feel like you had a sudden awareness about something, and now you're finally beginning to choose happiness with the Four of Cups here. I feel like you're like, you know what? I'm accepting that this is no longer serving me. I'm accepting that this person is being bitter or cruel. I'm accepting that this person instilled in me this thought that they said that's allowing me to be cruel and bitter to myself. I'm now starting to choose to move away from this overly emotional phase in my life, and I'm going to begin to start planning and making the right decisions in order to release this, in order to let go of this here with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, because I've just had this sudden awareness that I need to accept that is no longer my thought process. I need to accept that those thoughts aren't my thoughts. Now I need to recreate my own thoughts. Those thoughts and ideas, those traditions are not of me anymore. So I need to release that. I need to release the bondage. I need to release the bitterness I may feel towards something, towards this idea, like I feel like you guys beat yourselves up because you feel as though what it is that you're doing is not of, I wanted to say of the world. It's not of what the world is not focusing on, but it's not what the world taught you. It's not what the people in the world taught you. It's not what the tradition taught you. It's not what the religion taught you. And I feel like you beat yourselves up because it's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing what everybody else is doing. I'm supposed to be going out and do this. I'm supposed to be going out and do that. I'm not supposed to be listening to my imagination. I'm not supposed to be listening to my emotions when they say go out and paint this picture, or go out and sing for this, or go out and write this, or go out and do this. I'm supposed to be here, and you're beating yourself up. This is possibly causing depression, and I feel like it's only because the inner child in you is still holding on to that. The inner child in you is stubborn because this is what I was taught, this is what I know, and stepping out to something different, stepping out to something that's emotionally calling me to, that something that's going to bring me happiness, my imagination, my desire, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. And I feel like you guys are going to get this certain awareness, and you're going to accept it. You're going to accept, like, it's time to take into realignment that what I was taught, what I was raised in, is no longer serving me, and it's okay. That's what it is. What I was taught and what I grew up with is no longer aligned with me, and that's okay. It's okay to let that go. So it's really some inner child healing to be like, it's okay to not feel connected to what it was that I grew up in. I'm an adult now. I'm growing now. I'm moving into a next phase in my life here, and I feel like people think this is a negative phase because you're simply just breaking a cycle. You're breaking the cycle of your thought process that has been instilled in you since childhood. You're really reparenting your mind. You're teaching yourself the things that you want to be taught. You're teaching things that don't align with what you grew up in because it no longer fits. It no longer fits you. The religion no longer fits you. The thought no longer fits you. That person no longer fits you. That emotion no longer fits you, especially if you're trying to move towards something else. It's not fitting. It's like when you move towards something or you do something new, the thing that holds you back is the thing that was instilled into you as a child. So it's like you can't move forward because that lock and key, that child, that stubborn little child, that scared child, that child that is feared, that the child that is scared to go out and do something because every time they tried to do something, it was shot down by their parents, it was shot down by their mother, it was shot down by their peers. It's like, I don't want to do. I'm hearing somebody say, I don't want to do it because everyone is looking at me. I don't want to do it because people are going to talk. I don't want to do it because people are going to say X, Y, and Z. Fuck them. That's really what I did. Fuck them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna accept that this is no longer the path that I want to walk in. It's no longer fitting what I want to go do out in my life. I feel like I know that this is now this thought process, this idea is now holding me back from moving forward. What else do I need to see here? Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and archangels. Exactly, because 234, as I say that, 234, angel number 234, we have the Two of Pentacles. We have, it's time to adapt to something new. It's time you're balancing the decisions out here. The Two of Pentacles to the Empress, to the Four of Wands. It's like with the Empress here, I feel like you just need to mother yourself. You need to nurture yourself. You need to allow for this abundance to come in. You need to allow this evolution to happen here. 2, 3, 4, as I say that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It's like you're balanced. It's time to balance out those decisions. I feel like this week you're going to be balancing out these decisions, and it's going to bring you so much harmony mentally when you just be you. Like when you just start to step into that empress role, when you just start to step in and look at all of the accomplishments that you already made, when you began to break out of this mode here. Yeah, I just feel like you need to adapt to this nurturing feeling. You need to adapt to this evolution that you're making. This is going to take a lot of adapting because it's new territory. But with the Four of Wands here, I do see that you are going to, I feel like you're going to step into a new community here. I feel like some people don't really want to leave because, or some people don't really want to do the next thing that they want to do, or go into the next phase, or to go into I call it like the next growth spurt when it comes to being who we are, being who we want to be. Because some people may feel that they may lose people, but I'm seeing like you're gonna end up building your own community here. You're gonna end up being able to build your own community here. You just need to heal yourself. You just need to continue to evolve, and it's going to take action. You're gonna have to take the action to step into this Empress role. You're gonna have to take the action to be able to allow that abundance to come in, and stop being so damn stubborn. Stop being stubborn. It's time to really like balance your decisions. Like balance, okay, this material thing, this partner, this. It's like, because you don't want to be juggling. You don't juggle all of that. Don't sit there and juggle it. It's like you balance it out. It's gonna take a lot of time management. You might need to manage your time better here. I'm really like, adaptability is really poking out to me. I feel like you're reparenting yourself now, which means it's like you're going to have to be able to adapt. I see you being able to adapt to this. I see you guys being able to adapt, to being able to nurture yourself here, to be able to allow this evolution to go, to come through. But it's like it's going to take a lot of action. It's going to take some action here with the Empress card here, as well as with the Four of Wands. And it's like, what I'm seeing is with the Four of Wands, it's like the homecoming back to yourself. It's like the homecoming back to the person that you want to be. It's like the homecoming that to the person your inner child will look up and be like, that's me. Like, the homecoming is you coming back to you. The homecoming is you coming back to how you are, how you want to be, how you want to express yourself, how you want to show up into the world. That's really just, yeah. And I feel like we have to tap back into that inner child with us to let it know that it's okay. Like, no one is stopping us from being us anymore. No one is stopping us from moving forward. It's really just all based on us now. It's time for us to sit and reparent ourselves and be like, it's okay. And I feel like the reason why with the Empress card here, I feel like you are the Empress in this situation. I feel like I'm talking to a feminine energy whose mom or whose aunt or whatever the older woman was that raised them was possibly bitter towards them, was possibly very, very cold-hearted towards them when it came to expressing what it was that they wanted to do, because it wasn't aligned with the family's values, or it wasn't aligned in the religion's value, or it wasn't aligned in the tradition, the family tradition. Like, it wasn't aligned with that. Which is my soul's purpose. What direction does my collective need to go into at this time? What direction do they need to go into? Clear, precise messages only. Clear, precise messages only. What direction does my collective need to go to? During this week, what direction does the collective need to go to? Go into. What direction does the collective need to take? For this week? What direction? What direction? A whole lot of cards pop up. We have destroy, be affected, unhealthy relationships through destruction, new beginnings emerge. Yes, share the joy, gratitude, remember the smile, watch its blessings flow into your life. So real and ethereal, clues to the inner world, dreams present beloved. Unspeakable, there are obstacles. Suffering from mental health, harness your inner strength, overcome obstacles. Excessive anxiety, overwhelm, cultivate life's equilibrium, find harmony in chaos. So I feel like this week a lot of us will be experiencing a whole lot of like mental, it's going to be some mental battles is what I'm seeing here. It's going to be some mental battles. It's going to be us. It's going to be our inner child fighting our adult. It's going to, what I'm seeing is, it's going to be our inner child fighting our adult self. It's going to be our inner child fighting the mother of our minds, the mother that was taught this way. Like, I'm supposed to grow up this way. This is the way I'm supposed to grow up. This is the way I was taught to grow up. And the inner child is just like, no, I want to go do this and I want to go do that. And this idea is really good. I just want to focus on this and put all the hard work in towards that. It's really us just breaking out of the mold of what we were taught. And allowing ourselves to evolve into our own people. It's really just about us evolving into our own people, not giving a shit what other people say, not giving the F what other people do, not caring how someone is going to look at you. As long as you're doing it for the good of all and to the harm of none, to the good of yourself, it brings you happiness, it brings you joy, you're healthy, happy, wholeness, you feel whole. That's all that really freaking matters. It's all that freaking matters. You don't need to worry about tradition. You don't need to worry about family. You don't need to worry about all of that stuff if it's keeping you in a space to be sad, if it's keeping you in a space to be depressed, if it's keeping you in a space to harshly inner critique yourself, to wanting to be happy, to wanting to be yourself. It's really just let it go off with the wind. Just let it go off with the wind. Just let it go off with the wind. This says denial, haughty, reminder behavior, avoiding the heart, face the reality. Stop avoiding your heart. Stop avoiding your emotions. Stop being so in denial that what you were taught is no longer fitting you. Stop being in denial that you're ready for it. It's time for you to be you. That's really what it's looking like. It's time for you to be you. Face the reality. Face the reality that is no longer your tradition. Face the reality that I am no longer my mother's thoughts. Face the reality that I am not going to be how y'all want me to be. Face that reality. Face that how I am feeling. How I am feeling is not how I'm showing up. Face how I am feeling is not how I'm showing up. Wow. Face that how I am feeling is not how I'm showing up. Like I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling sad because I'm in this bubble that people want me to be in. I want to be perceived a certain way because that's how my family wants me to see, or how that's how my tradition wants, how I'm supposed to do it. But emotionally, I'm depressed. I'm sad. I feel locked the frick up in my mind because I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I don't know if what I'm doing is the right way. Simply, it's really we reprogramming the mind. It's just mothering. It's a whole lot of mothering our minds right now. If you were a mother, that's literally how we are. That's literally who we are right now. As we get older and as we grow up, we begin to have to parent ourselves once we realize that the things that we were taught and the things that we grew up knowing no longer fits us, no longer aligns with us, no longer allows us to be who we truly are, because for so long as a child and as a preteen, we were stuck in this mold that told us that you have to be like this, and we go to church here every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you need to go to college to do X, Y, and Z to get that degree, or you need to go to college to get the degree because all of our family was doctors, or all of my family was this, or you need to do this tradition because the whole family did this tradition, and X, Y, and Z, and or you have to also raise your kids like this because of X, Y, and Z. It's really just it's time to evolve into our own people. It's time to stop allowing what society tells us to do. It's time to stop following the crowd, really. It's really time to stop following the crowd. Stop following a trend. Stop following the family's trend. Stop following that religion's trend. Stop following society and how they told you that you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do. Because it's putting you in an emotional bubble. It's putting you in a depressive bubble. It's putting you in a sad bubble. It's stop trying to conform. It's like face the reality that is not me. That is not me. That's really all that is. It's just like we're going to a phase this week that's going to test us to step out of that mode. This week you can expect something to pop up to where it's going to test you. It's going to allow you to build that courage. It's going to allow you to have that courage to say, no, that is no longer me. No, that person you see is no longer me. No, that person that you thought you saw is no longer me. No, that woman that you thought I was, that's not me. No, that daughter that you thought I was, no, that's not me. It's not me anymore. No, that son you thought I was is not me. No, it's yeah. Maintain the balance within yourself, because at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Is the when you came in here, all you had was you. So when you leave here, all you're going to have is you. So it's really about being you to the fullest, expressing yourself to the fullest, like just being happy, really, and allowing yourself to be happy. Accept that you can be happy doing what the hell you want to do. Accept that you can be happy. Accept that you can be happy. Accept that you can grow out of this. Accept that it's okay to evolve. Accept that it's okay to move forward. Accept that it's okay to grow. Accept that it's okay to pop up as a new person. Like, just be like, okay, that thought process no longer aligns with me. That person no longer aligns with me. That idea no longer aligns with me. That tradition, that religion, that society, that rule doesn't really align with me. So I'm just going to find something that does. I'm going to create something that does. Like, some people, what I'm seeing is like with this reading, I'm seeing a whole lot of us stuck on the ways that we were taught when we were younger, that is stopping us from moving forward towards these dreams here. Because I'm saying he got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. I feel like you're planning your discovery. It's making your time to make the decision. You probably have some like travel plans. So if you're planning to travel somewhere or go somewhere, do that. Don't allow anybody to stop you. Don't allow this cold-hearted Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords in the reverse to stop you. Because I feel like this week you can expect a happy surprise, but it's really about you changing your mindset in order to receive that happy surprise. Like, don't doubt yourself out of receiving this new opportunity, this creative opportunity with the Page of Cups here, with the Page of Pentacles here, because I feel like you manifested that. You were in the process of manifesting something, and now it's time for you to step in that role to be able to be that person in order to hold that manifestation. But I feel like it's the inner child in us is just so scared. The inner child in us just is like, well, family said this, tradition said that, and it's going to take a lot for us to get up out of that. Especially, it's going to take a lot of action for us to get out of this mindset. But I feel like we can do it. I just feel like we just need to change our thought process. I feel like this week is going to be a whole lot of us adulting and reparenting the inner child within us. I feel like whatever emotion pops up, sit with that, look through that, but don't allow it to make action. Like, sit in that, be with that, but it's like you sit in that emotion, look at that emotion, but it's like, don't react upon that emotion. Don't become cold-hearted. Don't become stagnant. Don't put yourself in a standstill. Don't put your defenses up. Really, there's a card I'm seeing right now is the Seven of Wands. Don't put your defense up when it comes to this emotion popping up. Don't put your defense up when it comes to you doing something new, and an emotion or a thought from the past, the inner child in you pops up, and it's just like, I don't know. It's really just about us reparenting our inner child, reframing our mind into the people that we want to become. It's 41 all the time, as I said that. Wow, it's just gonna take a lot for us, but I feel like we can do it. I just feel like we just need to maintain our mental, maintain our balance, talk to people that we trust when it comes to how we are feeling emotionally, especially if you are in this depressive mindset or the sad mindset based off of what you were taught and you are not breaking out of that, you're not really sure what direction you need to go to. I just feel like it's a lot of compassion that needs to happen for us. I feel like a lot of nurturing needs to happen for us. I just feel like we need to allow this evolution to happen, and I'm hearing a whole lot of like, go with the flow. When the emotions pop up, look at them, see them for what they are, and leave them there. Don't hold on to them. Don't hold on to them. Allow them to. Don't allow don't let the energy and emotion cause you to do something, or cause you to be something, or cause you to act something, cause you to feel some way because of a thought. Just look at that thought. And look at how it makes you feel and analyze it. Because at the end of the day, we're really just the observer of our thoughts. We're the observer of our emotions. And it's up to us whether or not we decide to take action with that energy in motion. And it's really up to us to decide where we place that energy in motion. So for an example, if I want to openly announce that I'm no longer aligned with something, or I'm no longer with something, but I also know that the inner child in me is scared because, well, we were raised to be this way. We were raised and taught that way, that the emotion that I feel when I think about that is fear, it's scarcity. It's like, okay, me saying that is going to have the people that I grew up with or around me no longer want to be around me because I no longer align with that. And that is what could trigger abandonment. And that's like really like how you begin to unlock and peel back the layers of the onion. Like, okay, I'm feeling this way because of my inner child. I'm feeling this way because I was taught this way. I'm feeling this way because that is what I'm knowing. But now I know that it's no longer serving me. So I need to be able to accept that no longer serves me and release that. And it's going to take a challenge. It's going to be a challenge because we're so defensive when it comes to how we were raised, because it was comfortable. It protected us in a sense because we were acting how everybody else was acting. We were moving how everybody else was moving. We were doing what everybody else was doing. So it's like no one's going to be able to pick you out in the crowd as long as you're following the line. As long as you're following the path that everyone followed. But it's really about just being able to be you to the fullness, being able to be you, to be able to bring in that wholeness, that happiness that every single person is searching for. We just want to be happy. We just want to be whole. And a lot of us are stopping ourselves from being happy and being whole simply because what we were taught, simply because the inner child in us is still too scared to bloom, to blossom, to become who it is that we want to be. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen when you can journal tonight and wake up thinking that, okay, we're fixed. Okay, we let it go. It's going to be a challenge because it's a thought process, and some people were raised with that thought process. But I'm here to tell you guys that it's possible. I am a prime example of it being possible. I am walking in my truth wholeheartedly. I am unmasking every day. I'm learning new things about myself every day. It's possible. Is it scary? Absolutely, because it's new territory. But I promise you that it is possible. You just have to make sure you give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, give yourself time, because you're rewinding a clock when it comes to your thoughts. You're rewinding this tape, and what's them old cassette tapes? It's like what I'm seeing is like, now I'm seeing one of those old cassette tapes. It's you literally getting the memories of you as a child. You getting these, not memories, but you getting these ideas, these thoughts, these teachings, and they've been here in this little cassette. They've been here on this cassette for so long, and every time you wanted to remember, or every time before you chose your next steps in doing something, you put that cassette tape in the TV and you played it. Like, okay, I was taught this, I was taught this, I was taught this, and I was taught this. Okay, so since I was taught this, that's how I need to move. But now it's like, as you get older and you go back to put that cassette tape in the TV again to watch it, it's like, okay, I was taught this, but that's not aligning with what I want to go do. That's not aligning with my emotions. Like when I think about the teaching and then I go to do this, I feel some kind of way. Why isn't what I'm seeing or what I taught fitting with what I want, what I desire, what the next direction that I want to go in? So really what I'm seeing is us taking that cassette tape, because I feel like some people have been ignoring that cassette tape. You've been ignoring those childhood thoughts. You've been ignoring that childhood trauma. You've been ignoring that tradition that was instilled in you, or that religion that was instilled in you, and you just let it sit there collecting dust. So now it's like time for us to bring that cassette tape down and put it into the TV and place a whole new thought process on it. Like, you know how when it's time to erase it, it's time to, you know how that's really old school. I don't know why I'm thinking of some old school shit like that, but it's really like when you get a DVD or you get a cassette tape and you put it in something and you replay, or you put another show or something on top of it. That's what time it is for us to do. It's time to erase and it's time to burn another cassette tape and wash all of the old thought processes out. Like, I've probably been rambling, but I'm a rambler, I'm a talker. So it's really just time for us to erase that old cassette tape and make our own movie. Yeah, it's really time for us to erase that cassette tape and start to be ourselves again. That's really all that it is. But as always, I hope this message helped you guys. I give you back your energy, cleanse and purify, as well as I take mine back, cleanse and purify. I'm grateful and thankful to be able to use my gift in order to give guidance to those who seek it. As always, I love you guys. I am simply a reflection of you that loves you, so I hope you love you too. Ashe, enjoy the rest of your week. See you guys Wednesday.